What's up, everybody? It's your favorite hood healer. It's your favorite hood high priestess. It's your favorite motivational dominatrix. It's your favorite auntie, captain, goddess, king. LadySpeech in the place to be, and I want to welcome you back to this here channel. You could be anywhere in the world. As a matter of fact, you are somewhere in the world, and you're also sharing a bit of time and a bit of space with me. Mwah! Chef's kiss. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. I appreciate your time and attention. Your time and attention is valuable. So thank you for giving me a little bit of something. If you like what I'm doing, if you like what you see, if you're feeling this, if you're feeling me, make sure you hit the like button. 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 Make sure you hit the subscribe. 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 Notifications bell. Notifications bell. Ooh, notifications bell. Notifications bell. Ooh. And that way you can keep up with all these here shenanigans. Please know I'm here for you. Anytime you press play, anytime you press replay. Now, let's get into today's video, shall we? At this point in the game, you know what this is. You saw the title. You see this pink background. You know what time it is. Ask LadySpeech. It's time to ask Auntie Speech. It's time to ask Goddess Speech. It's time to ask Captain Speech. It's time to ask me questions. And then I'm going to answer those questions. If you want to ask me a question, ask it. And I may or may not answer it. Do the dang thing. And the only may not answer it maybe because I get a lot of questions, so it might take me a while to get to your question, or I might forget about your question. Or if I just didn't feel moved to answer it. Or if I've answered your question in another video, I'll try to link that video to your question. Now let's get to the question. Today's question comes once again from my TikTok, shameless plug. Follow me on TikTok if you're looking for some quality content. I get down over there. I get down. Jokes, political commentary, mostly magic, jokes. Come and see me. That TikTok is LadySpeech Sankofa. That's right. Shameless plug. You see it. You see it. You see it. You see it. LadySpeech Sankofa. So, the question. What if our ancestors are unhealing people who wouldn't accept me as who I am? Let me read that question again. What if our ancestors are unhealing people who wouldn't accept me as who I am? Bomb ass question. Dope ass question. A question that I've gotten a lot over the years. So, let's get into it. Come here. Lean in. Come in close. I have something really important I want to tell you. Put some respect on your ancestor's name. Now, what do I mean by that? Number one. Your ancestors aren't just your immediate ancestors. So many of us, when we think of our ancestors, we only think of great-grandma, grandma, dad, mom, aunties, cousins, brothers, sisters, siblings. That's not all your ancestors. Your ancestors aren't 50 years old. Your lineage isn't 100 years old. Your lineage isn't even 150 years old. Your lineage is long. It's long. It's long. And it's beautiful. Your ancestral lineage spans decades, time zones, time periods, countries, and continents. I'm talking great 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 grandmama, great 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 granddaddy. Long, baby. So, your immediate ancestors might be unhealthy as hell. Your immediate ancestors might not be able to show you your reflection, but I guarantee you and I promise you that your reflection exists in your ancestors. There are a lot of your ancestors who are doing the healing work. A lot of ancestors who are doing the healing work. You're only here because your ancestors are doing the healing work. Number 2, your unhealing ancestors got there for a reason. Colonialism is powerful. Let me use the example of myself. I'm a Black American. Slavery was amended, it didn't end, because of the prison industrial complex and the prison industry system. The language used for the prison industry system is literal slavery. So slavery was amended in this country 150 years ago. Amended 150 years ago. America's not old. My recent ancestry went through atrocities and it didn't let up. Black people have technically been out of enslavement in America not even half the time we were enslaved in America. I don't have contact with a lot of my family because of the gaslighting and the abuse. My father was very physically, emotionally, spiritually, and mentally abusive to me. I'm talking really bad, horrible things he did. I offer my father absolutely no excuses for the horrible way he treated me, for the ways he disrespected me and my mother. He didn't just abuse me, he abused my mom. My life is miraculous because he abused my mother in order to make her lose her children. And I was the last one to hang on. I offer him no excuses for his behavior. I do see the explanation for his behavior. My father was born, I believe, in the 50s. At the very least in the 60s. He grew up for the most part in the segregated South. And he saw firsthand horrific racism. He experienced horrific racism. I offer him no excuses, but I absolutely understand why he doesn't heal. I understand why he is so horrible. I understand how he got here. I understand why, you know, I spent so many years, it's been at least 20 years deep in the game of healing. I understand why my family didn't heal, doesn't heal. I understand. Healing is gangsta. You have to really be a really big gangster. You have to be strong. It's not for the faint of heart to confront these things, to confront the ugly about you, to confront the ugly about the people you loved, the people who were supposed to love you, to confront the abuse, to confront the tragedy, the trauma. It's not for the faint of heart. I understand. I'm strong. Some of my people were not as strong as like I am. I don't give anybody any excuses, but I know why, and I know how they got here because I know my history. So, not only do I know that, but my other ancestors know that. My ancestors who are into healing, my ancestors who are hundreds of years old. When you call on your ancestors, it's not just the immediate ones that show up. And not all of your ancestors come to you. The ones who are for your highest good, the ones who are about loving you and uplifting you come to you. When I call on my ancestors, when I first started doing my ancestral work, I'm gonna be honest, no ancestors who were recent showed up for me. And for years, I wondered at it, because when other mediums would read for me and they would describe like the time period these people were coming from, when they themselves would speak to me, these people were at least 200 years removed from me, and oftentimes deeper. I have ancestors who show up for me, who show up in tribal gear, who've never been colonized. That right there was my first indication that I was well loved, and also that was where I began to see my reflection. You gotta know this, I'm a pansexual, gender fluid person, femme. And before I saw my reflection in the world, I saw my reflection in my history, in my ancestors, in my spiritual history, and in my physical history of my ancestors. Baby, speaking directly to the person who asked this question and to anybody else who needs this, who you are isn't new to your ancestors. Be you gay, be you straight, be you pansexual, bisexual, gender fluid, non-binary, trans. You're not the first of your line. You're not the first of your name. Well, you might be the first of your name, but you're not the first of your essence. I need to reassure you, your ancestors want you to know that there was somebody, there's actually more than one somebodies in your lineage that can identify with you. This is why it's super important to understand that our ancestry is not just our immediate people. Once we expand, once you start working with the ancestors that work with you, you'll be surprised who shows up for you. Some of my gayest ancestors show up in tribal gear. And they're here to love me. And every day they let me know that my existence and my definitions matter, are not new, are cherished and honored by them. So take comfort. There's a lot of us who feel like your ancestors hate you because who you are. They don't. There might be a few bad seeds who don't like different aspects of you, and I'm gonna let you know, they don't show up for you. Very clear that the 14% of white ancestry that I have immediately came from the story of enslavement, which means they raped my people. They pillaged, they stole from. The men and the women who are white, who are in my ancestry, who are responsible for that, and who are not dedicated to healing, they don't show up for me. The ancestors who are homophobic, they don't show up for me. The ancestors who are transphobic, they don't show up for me. And that's okay. Because there are literally hundreds of ancestors who do. Hundreds to thousands of ancestors who do. So the ones who don't like me, drop in the bucket, baby. I don't care, nor do I notice them. And once you tap into the ancestors who love you, you won't notice your ancestor haters either. It's okay, baby. You've got healing ancestors. Even though you have ancestors who are crappy as hell, you also have ancestors who are not. Yes, we all have problematic ancestors. Some more problematic than others. And yes, we all have genius, quirky, weird, loving, unique, amazing ancestors who are our direct, divine reflection. And they walk with you, baby. They protect you, honey. They uplift you, darling. They push your agenda forward. They're rooting for you, and they are working for your highest good. All right, all right, all right. I hope you enjoyed this video. I enjoy making these videos. This Ask Lady Speech series is giving me a lot of life, so I hope it's giving you some life too. Let me know in the comments what you thought about this video. This is kind of a heavy video, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes we cover heavy things on this video. If you are new to my channel, go ahead and leave a caterpillar in the comments. If you're an OG, you've been here for a while, you've been watching these videos, you got a couple of my videos under your belt, you've commented a few times, you're an OG, you follow me on other platforms, you've been following me on other platforms. Let me leave a butterfly. Butterfly in the sky. I'm not gonna sing the rest. But thank you if you made it to the end of this video. Gold star for you, gold star for you, gold star for you, gold star for you. Thank you very much for tuning in. And now you know how we do. If you're feeling this, if you're feeling me, if you like what I'm doing, if you like what you see, hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Hit that notifications bell and keep up with my happenings. I'm here for you anytime you press play, anytime you press replay. All right? All right. And just in case nobody has told you today, you are amazing. You are beautiful and you are ever so divine. Thank you for surviving. And I'm gonna see you in the next video. Peace.